Hi, everyone. I'm Maggie McGrath, editor of Forbes Women. The second anniversary of the Dobbs decision, which overturned Roe v. Wade, is upon us. And in honor of the occasion, or rather to mark the occasion, women will be going on strike on June 24th. Here to explain what we need to know about this strike and all it hopes to accomplish is the executive director of the Women's March, Rachel O'Leary Carmona. Rachel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with this strike. How many women do we expect to strike, and what exactly does the strike entail?
We're not really sure. We're going to find that out together on Monday. The strike began as a grassroots movement on TikTok, actually. And one day, Women's March staff woke up and we found 60, 70 marches planned on our map, which is exactly what our tools are used for everyday feminists to be able to take action on the issues that matter to them. And so it's just been growing ever since. We have a couple of our own rallies that we are planning for the Dobbs anniversary. And so we'll see how many people strike, how many people attend. We know right now there are hundreds planned. There's still a week to go. So we're all going to find out together on Monday, the 24th.
Based on activity you've seen in prior marches, what effect do you hope to make, or what statement do you hope to make on Monday?
The way to really understand marches is that this is the way that many people get involved for the first time. So about 80% of our March attendees and our March planners, and I say March loosely, it could be a rally, it could be a strike, it could be another kind of action. They're new to movement, and not just new to Women's March, but new to movement in general. So what we are seeing is an expansion of the movement, a movement that continues to grow, continues to add people to its ranks. And I think particularly with this grassroots initiative, a demonstration of the ways in which women are furious. And I think that we will continue to see these organic grassroots movements pop up as we get closer and closer to November.
Earlier, I spoke with a sociologist, Jessica Calarco, who talked about the effect of a strike that women in Iceland put on in 1975. And it happened en masse. Men were responsible for caregiving, had schools shut down, some workplaces found themselves inundated with kids. And she says that as a result, it led to more women in government. It led to Iceland's first female president. Could we see the same type of impact here from a strike and demonstration on June 24th? Or is the fact that it's a mix of strikes and demonstrations a sign that it's perhaps more of a message sending moment than a moment for policy change?
I mean, what you're talking about in Iceland and this strike today are kind of apples and oranges. A general strike is a completely different scale, takes months and months to plan and a lot of resources to help folks who, especially in the United States, might lose their jobs, in right to work states or places where it's actually risky. So we have a completely different landscape. We're much bigger, we're much less homogenous. And so the impact of that type of strike would necessitate a multitude of different tactics in the United States and pressure over time. So mobilizations are a part of that, but it also requires organizing, deep relational organizing, lobbying, and inside-outside game. So there's not an easy kind of is this replicable? Well, sure, but we also have to take into account a different time, a different space, a different political climate, different incentives that run for and against organizing and mobilizing in the United States. It's actually not, it's a pretty hostile environment to protest these days. So I think that it's important for us to take all of that into consideration and say that we have to continue to fight in all the ways that are available to us. And the only thing that gets us closer to the win is just keeping that fight up.